Hey everybody, it's me, Justin. How you doing? It's been a crazy week. Lots of things have happened. Lots of things are going to happen. Most recently, I think, was it last Thursday? I think it was last Thursday. I did improv for the first time at Huge Theater. If you don't know what that is, check it out. Huge Theater. It was a lot of fun. It was terrifying. I think I got in a few good laughs. Wasn't trying for most of them. Just said the first thing that came to my mind. And and then I played a Death Cab song badly, poorly, terribly, but got the crowd singing, so that was fun. And they raised about $50,000 for their organization, and so now they can bring improv to the people. So that was cool. Also, I did an interview for this podcast called Bridge the Atlantic. I'm not sure when that's airing, but the two gentlemen that I spoke to were very radical, and I had a good time. I think it was supposed to be an hour, and I think we ended up talking for almost 3. But yeah, you can look for that in the future. I'm sure I'll post it, or check out Bridge the Atlantic. Oh yeah, I've been talking with Matt Pizzolo, who directed me in a film version of the comic God Killer, which I think they just re-released. I think it was just like a few days ago, but they put it out on vinyl, which is insane. But I kind of love the idea. I don't know. And we talk every once in a while about future shit, and if God Killer is gonna come back and they're gonna make more movies. And there's no word on when, but I think everybody's excited to do that. But if you're unfamiliar with the comic, you should check it out. It's called God Killer. I believe it's available on Black Mask. And if you can find that vinyl, I think they only made 666 copies of that. So check that out. I'm DJing a Minnesota emo night event December 10th at the Poorhouse in Minneapolis. And yeah, emo, it's such a, I don't really know how to define that. I never really have. And I'm probably going to just do it wrong. But I've put together a list of songs that I want to play, and I thought I would make it more of a themed event. And so the theme is just bands that I've had the pleasure of touring with and being around, and some of my favorite songs by each of those bands. So I'm not sure how they fit or don't fit into the emo world. You know, it's like Marvel. Like, I'm not sure if they actually fit into the world, but I'm bringing in this guy, I'm bringing in this gal, I'm going to put them all together and play some tunes. So if you're interested in hanging out and getting up and getting down, come check that out. I went to my first Human Rights Commission meeting in the city where I live, and it was weird. It was like, it did remind me of Parks and Recreation to some degree, the TV show. It was very informative. It was very infuriating. It was crazy. There was a bunch of board members, and then there was only me and one other guy, also named Justin, showed up, who weren't a part of it, and we were just observing and watching and listening and throwing in a few words at the end here. But there was also a police officer involved, which I thought was really interesting. And so they were talking, and especially about just like how just like a lot of kids from grade school to high school, there's been a lot more basically fucked up shit happening, people being targeted. And the fact that there was a police officer bringing this stuff up, I don't know, I appreciated that. I don't know what this means other than I want to keep going to these meetings, and I think there's an opening in May or something, so I might try to actually get on the board. I don't know what we can do, but I just, I want to help the people who need the help. Yeah, first snowfall, pretty cool. My kid got to experience it. I don't know if she'll remember it, but she definitely wasn't old enough last year. And this year, we went outside and she ate snow, because she'll eat just about anything. And I think that's all the news fit to print. I'm going to go back to bed.